Record on the computer. There we go. Now, this is the HaYom. The HaYom for today are sayings which are mostly from the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe and gathered together by his son-in-law and successor, our Rebbe. The concept of divine providence. Okay, well, we said this before, we talked about this, that God not just creates the world, but he cares about the world, and he's infinitely close to us and involved in every detail of the world. And not just in the being of the world, but also every interaction between everything and everyone and everything. To the point where it says the Baal Shem Tov was walking down the street and he saw a leaf fall from a tree and it fell over some worm. And he said that it was divine providence. That worm is hungry and the leaf fell for the bird to, for the worm to eat it, for the worm to eat up the leaf. Okay, so this appears. Now, there's other people that say that no, God only cares about the Jewish people. He doesn't care about the human beings. Some people say God cares about the human beings, but he doesn't care about animals. Anyway, the Baal Shem Tov said God cares about everything, and every detail is directed by God. So this idea of divine providence. So the word providence is sort of misleading. But the idea is, you want to call it divine direction, divine involvement. And everything is directed by God. Not only are all the particular movements of all the different creations and all the creation, the animals and things directed by providence. And not only is it that this divine intervention, this divine direction is the life force and the existence of everything. So in other words, the fact that everything exists for a purpose, and the purpose is to interact with other things. So that's what keeps it in existence, keeps it alive. But even more, so you think, okay, every bird, every worm, every person, and everything that happens is direct care from God. But even more, the movement of every creation is related to the grand design of creation. So that's what they call the butterfly effect. But here it's everything. The aggregate of all the individual acts brings the completion of God's the grand design and the mystery of all creations. So what does it mean? That there's one big plan, which we don't see, but every little good thing we do affects the whole entire plan. And unfortunately, also the opposite. Think about this. If the swaying of a blade of grass is brought about by God's divine providence, and this is important for the fulfillment of the purpose of the whole creation, how much more so in regarding to of what a man does, human being, and how much more so what a Jew does specifically, one good deed can tilt the whole world for good. Just a minute.